me see who it is. Yeah. Who is the dude? Who is the dude?
And that right there.
Been able to solve Tank Davis. What do you need to do together with you and your team and obviously your son to score that victory?
We got a game plan. We're gonna execute it, and we're gonna get the results.
Move that head, bob and weave, bob.
I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog. He want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together. And
You can't even see who it is. Hey, who is the dude? Who is the dude? And that right there is why Gervonta Davis just did what he's been doing recently, showing us that Lamont Roach might be in some power trouble. In his recent training videos, Tank has been proving that he's still taking Lamont Roach seriously, actually more serious than most fans expected, from his physique changing to a more lean and athletic look to his power and speed showing. When he hits the pads, Tank has most people in the sport feeling sorry for Lamont Roach. No one's been able to solve Tank Davis. What do you need to do together with you and your team and obviously your son to score that victory? We got a game plan. We going to execute it. We going to get the result that here bobbing. Tank recently posted a simple clip showing him hitting pads, but this time he looks really fast, so fast that he got fans thinking that his training videos are a bit sped up. And why wouldn't they? The man looks like he's throwing punches at lightning speed, each hit faster than the last. The video wasn't just about speed, it was about precision, technique, and a terrifying level of confidence. Davis even put it into words loud and clear. I'll put them on a flatbed in Harlem Hospital. Yeah, I told them we rumbling. Davis said that's not just trash talk, that's a warning. Plain and simple. Roach might want to think twice before stepping into the ring with someone so ready to do damage. I think he actually took the fight cause he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against the dog. So I'm going show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together. And I'm going to be the one. Fans in the comments section were eating it up. One fan, completely amazed by the video, wrote that boy is going to hurt something. Another chimed in with let's clear out all these 135 ERS. Clearly dreaming of Davis wiping out the entire lightweight division. Some fans kept it short and sweet, with one saying he's not playing FR, but the comment that really hit home for everyone: Harlem Hospital giving them beds out. It was funny, but it carried a dark truth. People genuinely believe Roach is walking into a nightmare. Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin? Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight. When I'm in there, he's going to be a different fighter. But here's the thing about these training videos, they always look great. The punches are clean, the combos flow perfectly, and the footwork looks unstoppable. That's the magic of training in a controlled environment. Pads don't hit back. And let's not forget what happened with Mike Tyson. We all saw those insane training videos before he was supposed to fight Jake Paul. Tyson looked like a monster, like the younger version of himself. Then fight night came and reality hit hard. His age showed, his feet didn't move like they used to, and his gas tank ran empty. Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly sometimes I think he doubt himself, but I'm a competitor. But Gervonta Davis isn't 58 years old like Tyson, he's in his prime. Fans trust what they're seeing because Davis has proven time and time again that he can back it up. Plus there's another layer to all of this. Davis recently announced that he's planning to retire in 2025. This fight against Roach is the first of what he's calling his farewell tour, and Lamont Roach being the first to face this. Tank, well, things might go rough for him if this is how he's starting his goodbye. People can't wait to see what's next. Hey, or maybe not everyone's so sure. Davis says he's tired of boxing, that he's ready to walk away after a few more fights, but not everyone's buying it. Floyd Schofield Sr., the father of rising star Floyd Schofield Jr., has a much different take. According to him, Davis isn't retiring because he's tired, he's retiring because he doesn't want to face Schofield Jr. Schofield Sr. claims that Tank admitted in a private conversation, "I would never get in the ring with that music guy." Schofield Sr. didn't stop there. He brought up something he's been saying for 2 years now. "I told the world that when Floyd gets up to that level where he's a mandatory to Dant will retire, and that's exactly the same thing that is happening right now." Bold words from him. If there's any truth to this, it changes how fans might see Davis's retirement. Of course, Davis hasn't responded to these claims. He's too busy preparing for Roach and teasing a possible fight with Ryan Garcia after That fans are dying to know who his final opponent will be. Will it be another big name, or will Davis shock everyone with a surprise choice? And then there's Roach caught in the middle of all this. Imagine being the guy who has to face Davis right now. The pressure is unreal. You've got Davis posting training videos that make him look unstoppable, fans predicting your downfall in the comments, and the shadow of Davis's future fights existing over everything. Roach isn't just fighting Davis, he's fighting the hype, the expectations, and the narrative that's already being written about his loss. But let's not forget, boxing is unpredictable. Davis might look unbeatable, but fights aren't won pads, they're won in the ring. Maybe Roach surprises everyone, maybe he lands a punch that no one sees coming, or maybe, just maybe, Davis really does send him to Harlem Hospital just like he promised. Fans won't know until the bell rings, but the anticipation is already off the charts, and I promise you now, I promise you, you better leave them home. You better leave a female's home on my mother. You better leave a female's home and the kids on my mother. Now watch this, now watch, now watch. However, this is not the only training Tank is doing. Davis recently posted a video of him throwing a medicine ball around, which might seem simple at first glance, but the way he turns it into an intense workout is a show of how much effort he pours into his craft. Fans were left wondering how exercises like this translate into his explosive punching power. One observer joked about the difficulty of his training routine, claiming it might be tougher than the opponents he's faced recently, but not everyone is laughing. While Davis is undeniably a force in the ring, critics like Tim Bradley aren't afraid to challenge the narrative surrounding his career. Bradley's accusations of protective custody bring up a question that has followed Davis for years. Is he truly fighting the best in his weight class? I'm beat his applause. As Lamont Roach might be a solid opponent on paper, but he isn't the name fans we hoping to see on Davis's schedule. Bradley and others argue that fights like this do little to cement Tank's legacy, and it's hard to ignore the pointed comments about weight advantages and carefully chosen matchups. These critiques fuel the narrative that Davis, for all his talent, is being kept away from the real dangers in the division. The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That, of course, not everyone agrees with. Bradley. Davis's fans are quick to defend him, pointing to his flawless record and undeniable skill set. For many, it's hard to argue with 30 wins, 28 of which ended in knockouts. Whether his opponents are handpicked or not, you can't fake that kind of power or precision in the ring. But then there are the rumors, whispers, that Davis is preparing to retire after just a few more fights. For some, this announcement adds another layer of complexity to the criticism. If Davis is truly planning a farewell tour, why not go out with the toughest opponents possible? The idea of avoiding a fighter like Floyd Schofield Jr. has only added fuel to the fire. Schofield's father has openly accused Davis of ducking his son, framing the retirement talk as a convenient way to sidestep the challenge. True or not, it's a narrative that feeds into the doubts already surrounding Davis's career. I say in round what I say. 9th round. You said 9th. Yeah, what's your response to that, Lamont? Look, he got scared. Look, he that night, I'm telling you, saying you going down in a night. Even within the boxing world, opinions about Davis are split. Some see him as an unstoppable force, a fighter who combines raw talent with smart preparation. Others view him as a carefully protected commodity, someone whose team is more focused on maintaining his marketability than proving his greatness. But as the clock ticks toward his supposed exit from the sport, the stakes are only getting higher. Will Davis take on the names that fans have been clamoring for, or will his career remain a mix of brilliance and unanswered questions? Taima Lopez's recent comments about Tank have added even more fuel to the ongoing debate surrounding Tank and his legacy. Lopez, never one to shy away from speaking his mind, made it clear that he isn't impressed by Davis's string of knockouts. Instead, he questioned the quality of the opponents who fallen victim to Davis's devastating power. For Lopez, Davis's KO streak isn't as impressive as it might seem at first glance. He's been catered more than I've been and pampered more than I've ever been. Boxing fans have talked about you and Ryan for a long time. I think more me and Tank will be than Ryan. I like facing the guys that beat the guy rather than the guy that lost to the guy ran just kept literally lunging in and throwing the hooks. I mean, that was who has he fought? Lopez asked, voicing a sentiment shared by many in the boxing world. They're not seasoned fighters. He's never faced someone like me, never. It's a bold claim, but Lopez has the credentials to back it up. As a former undisputed lightweight champion, he's fought and beaten some of the best, including Vasyl Lomachenko in one of the biggest